we are halfway through The Half-Blood Prince now. You've been reading that one quite quickly.
I went to the sixth book, about the fastest of any of them.
Oh, yeah?
That I have read yet. And it seems like the more I read in it, the more I want to read.
Yeah.
And when it started down on that bridge falling and all about that, I thought, well, what in the heck's this book going to be about? You know, at the first, it just didn't seem like it fit in exactly. But then it fell right in to the story about the...
Yeah, Snape, who may or may not...
Yeah. And those two sisters, Belle and...
Narcissa. So Snape, do you think that he's on the good guys' side or the bad guys? It's kind of ambiguous at this point.
Well, he made that vow with them. I've always distrusted him.
Yeah, he doesn't look like a very trustworthy type, does he?
He doesn't. And he don't like Harry.
Yeah.
He don't like Harry at all. But after he made that vow, that was serious.
That was pretty serious.
I was surprised that he did that. Of course, then
we don't know what he promised to do, though. It could be anything.
He promised to take care of Draco, didn't he?
He did, yeah. And he promised to do whatever Draco's mission was if Draco couldn't do it.
Yeah, if he could.
But we don't know what Draco's up to.
No, we don't know what he's up to, but he's up to something.
Yeah.
Is he done the Death Eater?
Well, we don't know. That's
sure.
Harry. Harry's convinced he is, but Harry has been wrong before. So all that going on, and then kind of on the romance front, all sorts of things.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, have your predictions changed?
Well, looks like they're gonna change them for me.
Oh yeah.
Whether I want them to or not. But now,
who does it look like is going to end up with who now?
Well, that Lavender Brown.
Yeah.
I mean, she's just eating. What's this? Ron up.
She is, isn't she?
Poor boy, he said his lips was chapped. And how in the world did they ever come up with that name for kissing?
Yeah, you were talking about that.
Oh my! All these years I've lived, I never.
Well, it's British. It's a British slang term. Snogging. Yes.
Is it?
It is. Yep.
It's really a term.
It is. It's slang.
In where?
Britain.
In Britain.
Yes.
Well, I'm sure thankful that that's not in the United States.
Yes.
I like kissing so much better.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well.
Yeah, Lord.
Yeah.
Been a long time.
Oh. Yep. Well, if Poldark turned up on your doorstep.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The temptation would be there. We ought to do a video on him. So who do you hope that they end up with, though? Last call, because you're about to find out this final who ends up with who romantically.
Oh. Well, I'm not so sure that Ron cares that much for that little brown lavender.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she's nuts over him, but I don't know if he's that happy with her. And I kind of still hope. And of course, Jenny, she's all tied up with that Dean Thomas. I still think Harry and Jenny and Ron and
Hermione.
And that leaves Cho out. Neville.
Yeah.
He needs to get Luna.
Oh, he does? I think that would work out well, too.
I think they'd be a happy pair.
Yes. So, yeah, they've got a new professor, Professor Slughorn.
Yes, Dumbledore took Harry to visit him. Of course, told Dumbledore that he wasn't going to teach. Well, Dumbledore decided he needed to go to the bathroom. And when Dumbledore finally come out of the bathroom, they told him he sure stayed a long time, and he said, well, he had bellyache. but he was just pretending
Yeah.
because he was really just giving them time for Horace to take a liking to Harry. So when they got ready to leave there, Horace told Dumbledore, he said he'd come back to teach, but that he wanted a decent room to teach in. He didn't want that closet.
So yeah, Harry's doing well in his class too because of the Half-Blood Prince's book.
Oh, yes.
Who do you think the Half-Blood Prince is? You got any speculation on that?
Well, yes, I think it was Tom Riddle's book.
Oh, you do? You think
Yeah.
that? I'm not sure it's old enough to have been his.
You don't think so?
No, I don't know. It said that it wasn't quite old enough, maybe, but there are all sorts
I
of
don't know.
options.
That book was old, pretty old.
Speaking of Voldemort, what do you think of his backstory that you've been reading about?
Oh, now that was kind of sad. That really, his mother gave this man a love potion, and she got pregnant, and she had Voldemort. He was Tom Riddle. It was Tom Riddle at first. Tom Riddle's mother had a real hard time, and she had to go to this orphanage. That's where he was raised until they went, and Dumbledore went to, is that right? Dumbledore went
Yeah.
and talked to him about coming to Hogwarts school.
Yeah.
And he, that's how he got in Hogwarts.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
It is. Yeah. And, they're finding out more and more about him and possibly ways that they might be able to go after him. But that's what we'll be finding out later on in the book. So I think that we've covered most
Pretty
of the
well
bases.
covers the first time.
All right. Well, I guess
Okay.
we'll sign off for this week. And we're back. This is the second half of our Half-Blood Prince review, and yeah, all sorts of
Oh my goodness, all sorts of things happened in that seventh book.
yeah, sixth book.
Sixth book.
Uh-huh.
The sixth book, I can't imagine there even having to be another book.
Oh yeah, well, like the most important thing in your mind has already been wrapped up, the romance.
and Dumbledore's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're looking for Snap and Voldemort.
They are. Yep.
Yeah, they're still out there.
Yeah, so first of all the romantic stuff has been wrapped up.
Mhm.
And are you happy with that?
It turned out, yeah. I'm happy with Harry and now Ginny. But now they had fallen in love, and Hermione and Ron, they're just serious as they could be, and it hasn't shown much of Neville.
Neville, yeah, he
Neville.
he hasn't really been too involved in the romantic stuff. The next part that they're going on to do now is to find the Horcruxes. And
Oh yes,
there are two down.
Tom Riddle's diary.
Yes, that was one of them.
That was one of them, and the other one was that ring.
Mm-hmm. So, did you see Dumbledore's death coming?
No. I thought that poison stuff might get him, but I just didn't think about Snap coming around the corner and killing him.
Yeah, so you didn't see that coming, definitely.
No, sure didn't see that coming. Sure didn't.
Yeah.
And I hate it.
Yeah.
I really hate it. No.
What about Malfoy? What'd you...
Well, now Malfoy, I just kind of really felt sorry for the boy.
Uh-huh.
I kind of like Dumbledore said that he wasn't a killer.
Yeah.
He was a naughty boy. but I don't believe he had it in him so far. I think he's just naughty.
Yeah. Well, you looking forward to the next book?
I am.
Yep. What sort of predictions do you have?
I cannot imagine at all where in the world they'll find them other things that they're going to hunt. And Harry's not going back to school, and Ron's not going back, and Hermione's not going back. They're going to stay with Harry and try to find them stuff.
Well, you know that the romantic stuff has largely been resolved, but they're, they can still kill off characters. You got any predictions on who might go next?
You mean who might be killed?
Yeah.
Well, I hope it's. No, I don't know if it'll be Snap or not.
You hope it is?
Kinda. Yeah,
Well.
I think he's really a bad guy.
Yeah. And Voldemort. Got to get Voldemort out of the way.
Yeah. And since Voldemort is split up into 7, that's just way beyond my imagination. There are 7. I mean, that'd be like, if I killed somebody, I could put a part of me in you, hide it,
You could, yeah.
and never die.
Yeah.
Well, I have to keep remembering that it's just fiction.
Yeah. Well, I guess we better wrap up for this week.
Well, and I will be looking forward to getting started on book 7.
Okay.
Okay, bye-bye.